Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Kalimera. How is everyone? Kalimera, Yanni.
Kalimera, Kalimera. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. How are
How,
you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. I had to take some time off, guys, and apologize for that. Just to justify this is we had few things around going on in the house, but everything is okay. Everything is well. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. I'm good.
Perfect.
We're back,
Perfect.
and
Welcome back.
welcome back. Right, that's good. Nice to be back. I know that yourself and Bassman and J Rock, they took a good care of the CIA inside the Discord. So a big thank you for that. That's why we have a team. Bassman is already here in the house. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mrs. Bubbly. Good morning, everyone. And we're gonna start.
Good morning, Bandari.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
What's all those with the crowns?
With the crowns?
What's that?
Oh, the top funds. These are the top funds. This is the people that they always come here every day. So these are the new feature from
It's
it's a new feature from it's a new feature from YouTube. So it's giving you who are the top fans inside the your channel. So now we have all these little crowns because all these people are here every day. You see? So they got a little crown. We got royalty here. Right, okay, what is going on with Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on with Bitcoin? Let's have a closer look. Let me zoom in a little bit. We at the CIA, we were expecting that the next major resistance will be 122. Okay, 122, and this is an extension that was plotted months and months ago. I can say that it was that line was plotted like the rest of them, like here 135, 149. They've been plotted here since, I don't know, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, even more. And I was expecting that 122 is going to be a major key level, a major resistance. So far, it did not claim it. It hit the target. Okay, so our target was 122. So it hit the target, and since it hit the target, it came back all the way down to the 50% of the range, which is 115. Okay, we had a nice massive breakout, claiming levels. Okay, a little bit pause here, accumulation, and was building all the way up. Now after the 122, everyone went bananas, I believe. So that was a nice level that I was expecting, a future resistance, and it played out like a clockwork. And it came down, fine. A little bit of support on 119. It did not manage to hold it. Bounce off from 115. It goes all the way up. Once again, trying to claim 119. It fails and is coming down again. Okay. So it's quite exciting to see that CIA has a tool that can rely on future levels. And to me, it's like this is our main tool, and it's how to say it is. As time goes by, we can see that every time it gets proven, and I'm so glad about this. I'm so glad. It's a big milestone for our G levels to see. Remember, the solid lines are key levels, right? The dust lines are breakdowns. Okay, so look at that. We broke 109. Okay, look at for how long we've been under 109. Okay. That was a big resistance on 109, another resistance here, another resistance here, another resistance, and finally we broke through. Okay, so here's your marker, here's your number 1, here's your number 2, number 3, and obviously we got number 4 breaking out. Okay, so broke out from 109 and went all the way straight up to 122. Okay, we knew that 115, anything above 115, we're going to have a little pause because there was a lot of liquidity, right? And we can see a little bit of like struggle, so to say, okay, accumulation, because the system was fighting with the liquidity pool. And once that was cleared, it went all the way up to 122, created a new liquidity pool, and you can see that the market is shorting since then, after that, right? So Bitcoin, a big explosion to the upside. It stopped exactly on 122 where we have the G level. This is a 90-minute, not a larger time frame. This is a 90-minute, something that I watch every day. The two main time frames that I monitor is the 12 hours and 90 minutes. Okay, so when I wake up in the morning, 12 hours it is. There it is. I'm looking at the 12 hours, trying to understand what is going on. Okay, and then after the 12 hours, I'll shift down to my daily, which is a 90-minute. I come back and see what is going on to get a better resolution or definition of the candles towards my levels. Okay, to get more candles, so to say, more price action. And I can see here on the 90-minute, I don't have a strong close or opening above 122 for 120. Right, so far it came down, bounced from the 50%. Remember, 50%, that's why it's red, it's always a significant level. There it is. It bounced from the 50%, it's coming up. Now it's like we're trying to understand what's going to happen. Okay, this is a high, this is a lower low compared to this section here. All right, so we broke the structure a little bit. It's pushing a little bit higher. We did not manage to break that structure here, that high. Okay, so technically this is our lower high, and we're going towards the downside. The question is, are we going to print a lower low? Okay, we have a lower high. This is the moment. Okay, the moment as a reversal, as for reversal. Okay, anyway, our target was 122. Our target was met and hit. A little bit retracement all the way down to 115, a push to the upside, and then still retracing. Okay, this is kind of expected to be retraced. You know, it was a very quick move to the upside. 122, it moved after a nice flush, and then, you know, it never came back. Okay, so there it is. You know, you have a major strong move since the 22nd of June, so to say, a nice flush out, and then since then got inside the range, bounced from the 50, attacked the top of the range, got out of the top of the range, and never looked back. Okay, so that is looking good. That is looking very good, very positive. 122 was the mark. We hit the mark. Now we're coming down. The ranges, well, last week it went truly out of the range. So this is the one negative thing about ranges. Once they get out, they're not any good use. And also Bitcoin was on a new all-time highs, so there was nothing to give you ahead of time to monitor. This is the long-term chart and layout. So we have all the indicators: 7 days, 15, 30 days, 45, 60. These indicators are live printing. Remember, we disabled the wait of close of time frame. So the 7 days is still looking very bullish. Look at that separation, good separation. We are inside the overexposed on the 7 days. Okay, look at that chart. 15 days, we had a nice breakout from the 50s. Okay, so we had a nice cross up. It went a bit slower on the 50, and then since the 50 it bounced up and heading towards the upside. So still bullish for Bitcoin on the bigger time frames. Speaking of which, let me go to 15 days, right, and let me enable the option wait for close, and you can see now that the 15 days is looking very bullish. Okay, we're way up over the 50. There is no sign of slowing down for the time being. We have a nice, lovely separation between the fast line and the slow line. This is the 15-day with normal settings, okay, with wait for time frame to close on the 15 days. It's looking very, very bullish. Let's go back. Let's have a look on the 30 days. Let's go to the monthly time frame. Let's go to 30 days, full scale on the 30 days, full screen, and let's have a look what the 30 days is looking with the option enabled. Here we go. The fast line all the way above the 50% of the RSI, okay, and big separation with a slow line. So the question now is, okay, the question is, are we gonna get, let's put this in a little bit red as a resistance. So let me do this as a resistance. The question is, if the RSI is gonna break the structure, or are we still gonna print, so to say, a bearish divergence? Are we going for another tip for a bearish divergence? Because so far we're still inside the bearish divergence on the larger time frame. This is the 30 days now, okay? This is a monthly time frame, very, very heavy time frame. The price action is going upwards when the RSI is going downwards. Now it is in the correction phase, okay? We're pushing to the upside. That's why we're very, very bullish. That's why we've seen Bitcoin hitting 122, okay? The question is, are we going to hit resistance and come back? And technically we're going to have a second lower high, which is a very strong bearish divergence, okay? So we need to be very, very cautious that maybe, you know, Bitcoin, we're going to see, you know, especially after hitting 122, are we going to see a bigger, larger correction, okay? It went quite fast to the upside. We do expect a quite strong correction. Go to the 12 hours and you can see how strong and how fast Bitcoin went up, okay? So the question is, are we going to hold above 115? Okay, this is a key level. It's, you know, the major levels are 109 and 122, and the 50% is 115. So the 115 is the 50% between the two key levels, okay? So 115 is not a joke. So we need to monitor what's going to happen. For the time being, we got the support, which is nice, okay? The question is, are we going to see any strength to continue to the upside, or are we going to see move to the downside, okay? So we're going to wait and see. We're going to give it some time and see how that goes. So let's go back to our larger time frame. So that's the question. I'm going to leave that resistance over there. It's fine. Just a reminder, and just to make sure that it's going to be live printing. So this is the monthly. You can see that, you know, we went all the way down to 82, and since 82 we're pushing all the way up to 122. Obviously no close above 122 on the larger time frame. Right, let's go back to weekly. Let's go back to weekly time frame. There it is, and we're gonna wait and see, okay, what the 7 days is gonna print and what the price action is gonna do. It's gonna find some support and push to 122 once again. We're going to see, okay, on the biggest time frames, we can see we have a resistance. Let's see what's going to happen, that RSI, what's going to happen with that resistance, okay? Just a little bit a heads up, okay? 45 days, you can see that we had a reversal, so to say, from the overexposed area, the overbought area, okay, that one here. We came back, bounce from the overbought area, come down, and now we're bouncing from the 50% of the RSI. We have technically a cross up, so let's see how far will it go. Okay, this is live printing. We need to wait to close. Okay, so speaking of which, let's go to 45 days. We got another 27 days for that 45 day to close. So if we go to 45 days, you can see here what is going on. You can see that we have a high, a lower high, and bounce from the 45, your 50% range, so to say, on the 45 day. The question is, are we going to have a lower high? The same thing, the same question with the 30 days, okay? So, smaller time frames, looking bullish. medium and large time frames are looking a little bit, we're overexposed to a little bit danger to bearish divergence. Let's see when that is going to happen. 122 was a target. Let me expand that a little bit, give it a bit more room. There it is, give it a bit more room. 122 was a target. Let's see what's going to happen after that. Go back to the weekly. There it is. Nice and lovely. Right, let's have a look a little bit on CME gaps. We got new CME gaps that was fulfilled very quickly. We have another CME gap here, so let me mark that here. So we've got another CME gap at 113. You can see a lovely price action, nice and clean. Okay, a big separation, a big gap. So the question is, are we going to come back to take out this gap? Okay, it's major gap. Right, it's even bigger than this one here, down here. So that's a major concern. There's a high possibility that's going to come down and take this out, 113. Okay, that's a big possibility. 113 is even lower from the 50% of the range, so we need to be a little bit cautious about that one. Okay, step by step, level by level, guys. We got our levels. We have nothing to worry about. ETH. What is going on with ETH? Right, here it is. We mark the focus area, and we were expecting always to get a breakout, a retest, and continuation. We never got that to the lower part. We never got that in the higher part. And look at that, a breakout, but we did not bounce outside from the focus area. Okay, we had a breach, and also you can see here that it was kind of let's say it wasn't the right timing to go up, and you can see that we got rejection on the top of the range, so the focus point. It came back, hit the very bottom of the range, and reclaimed 50%, right? Twice, 50%, 50%. A breach out of the top of the range. That was a sign of a very strong sign of we want to move. A second strongest sign is that you never lost the 50% of the range. So, the breakout, it was a good trigger. You see that it broke the structure, it came back, retest, and since then, it never looked back. So that chart on ETH worked out very well. It's very crucial to understand that when you have a focus point, we don't have, let's say, we don't know how long that is going to play with a focus area. Okay, that's why we mark them. But the conditions are always the same. You need a breakout, right? A retest and continuation. Okay. Once you get these nice, lovely combination, this is the time that you want to grab the trend. Okay, and it has a nice momentum, and it's pushing. Now ETH, look at that. ETH, we were monitoring ETH all the way down from 2,373. That was our strong key level. It's a key level, it's a solid line. That was our buy zone, 2,375. Since then, ETH never looked back. And look at that, the next key level is 3,871. Okay, now it is time for us to make another breakdown between the two key levels. Right, here it is. I'm going to expand that a little bit. Okay, ETH is looking very strong. It's on the move. Finally, ETH is moving. So let's do a breakdown. There it is. Make sure that the numbers are matching. 387140, and that is going to be 72.84. There it is. Okay, so let's start doing the styling. Let's take out the overlapping lines. We don't need them. They don't need to be, I'm sorry, I'm going to leave the thickness, but it has to be dash line for us to understand this is a breakdown, as a reminder. Now, it's okay for you to have 8 breakdowns, like 8 lines. It's up to you. You're going to have more definition. Remember, the red lines are 50% and the white lines are the 4 sections, right? Remember, this is the top 100, 75, 50, 25, and 0. Okay, so there you have it. We are bouncing off from 435. Let me lock that so I don't drift it in the future. Key levels is looking very nice, beautiful, and there you have it. Now this is a 15-minute time frame. Okay, this is a 15-minute time frame. You can see that Ethereum was respecting everything. Okay, go back to 90 minutes. There you have it. Okay, now that we see that Bitcoin is retracing, however, ETH is going flat out higher levels. Now we will understand. Let me go to another chart. We do understand that if I'm going to compare ETH to Bitcoin, that I'm going to see ETH overtaking Bitcoin, and there it is. Okay, we managed. Let's go to 12 hours. We managed to break out from the focus point. Same thing. Okay, hit the top of the range, came back, reclaimed it quickly. It stayed above the 50% and broke out. Okay, so now we can understand that ETH is really dominant to the market and not Bitcoin. Okay, push to the upside, correction, continuation. Okay, so ETH is on the move. So this is the second phase, let's say, for the current local time. Okay, this is the second phase. We see that ETH had a run, hit 122, it's retracing, it's trying to find a level to accumulate, and by that time ETH is on the move. Now let's have a look a little bit on another chart, which is the others against Bitcoin. This is kind of a chart, as a reminder, this is kind of a chart of altcoin chart. Okay, is it like altcoin season chart? So we want to see the alts, how they're performing against Bitcoin. Okay, and we can see once again we broke out from the range. Okay, we got rejected on a G level, came back, respected the range, that the focus area, and since then we're going up and up and up. So the next G level, we're already on the next G level. There it is, 0.12 cents. Okay, this is the ratio total market cap excluding the top 10 against Bitcoin. Okay, so the rest of the market, like the altcoins, are running. Okay, so we got, I'm not saying alt season, but it's a clear indication that with ETH moving and popping, we can see that the others, like the alts, are following. Okay, they're pushing further up. The question is now that, okay, I mean, it's very, very good, and we're very excited because this is the area that we're monitoring, 15. Okay, it came back. Look at that, a nice, lovely rejection. Support above the focus area. We violated the G level, had a little bit hard time here trying to hold it, but it managed to reclaim it. And let's zoom in on our current G level, and you can see this is a 90-minute that we had a small rejection, but nevertheless, okay, small correction, nevertheless you see that it's getting pushed to the upside. The question now is, are we going to claim that G level? Okay, and again, as we say in the CIA, you go level by level, you claim your levels, you keep it going long. You're losing levels, you're going short. This is a 90-minute time frame. You can see that we're going up and up and up. So that's good. That is looking very promising. So let's see if the alts, they're going to move. They are moving because that chart says so. Right, Tether. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's go to 12 hours and we can see here that Tether was dropping. That was a nice move to the upside. Then we have accumulation. Okay, accumulation, I've said that before as well. The accumulation is not going to be always a flat line horizontal. Accumulation can be in an angle towards the upside, or it can be in the angle to the downside. Okay, when you have common areas that you see support, okay, then you understand you are accumulating. Okay, you don't have a trend, you just have like a parallel channel. Okay, so your parallel channel can be straight, can be in an angle, or it can be in a downtrend angle. Okay, but it's like common support and resistance, right? It's bouncing between common grounds. Okay, so that is accumulation. So there we have it. So we have accumulation, and then we dropped. We lost that support, right? And it keeps going down. So that means people are moving out from the stable coins. Okay. Same thing, same story with Circle, USDC dominance. Okay. We monitor the C as well, the Circle, because we know that a lot of exchanges cannot use Tether anymore. So we monitor both. The same story happens here. Okay. The same chart. Tether still increasing, right? This is a dominance, well, let's say not dominance, this is the market cap to be more precise. This is the market cap of Tether. You can see that it's going up and up, up. So technically they are printing. Okay, so there's more Tether available for people to trade it. So we reach 160 billion in Tether as a market cap. Okay, they'll keep on printing and printing because it's just a stable coin. It's doing nothing. It just gives availability to users to use it, right? It's never going to run out. As long as they're printing, it's not going to come out. So there you have it. This is a weekly time frame chart. Look at that. Okay, the market cap of Tether is still going up and up. Let's have a look a little bit on total. Another chart that is very, very interesting. Let me go back to 90 days. Remember we marked what it was last week. We marked the triangles. Okay, I can go to a very high timer, like 6 hours. There it is. We marked the triangles and the focus area. That's the focus area, and we had trend lines just to give you a visual help, especially for people that they love doing like trend lines, like John. And John, get ready. You're gonna come up now in stage in 1 minute. I'm gonna finish with T1. So we can see that T1, okay, it broke the range. It broke the range of the accumulation. It broke the range, that the focus area that we have here. It broke the trend line and reclaimed a level. Remember, we had a G level here with expansions. There you have it. Our total G level is between these two green lines. Okay, that one there. So let me zoom out so you can see. Let me do this on the weekly. Look at that. The G level is from this level to this level, which is our green lines, and we had extensions. And once again, we can see that extensions are respected. Okay, look at that. We had lots of resistance. It came back. We break it higher, come down, find support, and push into the up. So we have fresh money coming in inside T1. Okay, and if I bring the cash flow, you can see that back in time we marked the cash flow. Okay, there it is. This cyan line, it was the all-time high. That was the previous cycle of the all-time high, and that was the current all-time high. And you can see that once again we broke the all-time high of T1. Okay, that is good because we marked our 3.7, and currently now we are sitting on 3,076 billion, or 760 billion to be honest, right? So from 3 trillion to 710 billion, we went all the way up to 760 billion. So we got 50 billion higher above the all-time high. So that's it from me. It's time to go back to Mr. General John. So the screen is yours.
Thank you very much. Actually, I'll be short today because I have to go for a photo shooting. I have now on 11 o'clock. Hello guys, again. As we see over here on XRP, I have sent it also in the Discord. What do we see? That liquidity has taken. Now it's not it doesn't have any validation rate for now. We can take it off, and what exactly we see that is going all the way up for the next one. I have marked my liquidity pool over here that it is standing since 17th of January That's the previous all-time high, and maybe we'll see some breakout and see a new all-time high, because right now what we see, I have marked also my lines. I have my resistance line over here. What do we see? We had a breakout, claim that the G level over here at 248. Also, the 50% between those two key levels, as our director says, the bigger G level. I'm breaking the biggest one to the smaller parts, because we want to see more details on our positions, on the current price that our coin it's at the moment. So what do we see? We see over here the 290 that broke above and was small consolidation, because right now as I'm seeing on the daily, let's go on the 90. There you go. What do we see? That is going above and below that line, that 50%, and managed to break it, and now it's heading all the way to the upside for that liquidity pool. I'm expecting actually XRP to go for that liquidity pool over there. Why is not taking those brushes off? There you go. Now it's done. Always, as I say, we mark our imbalances. As XRP now is going to the upside, what is creating some imbalances, like this one over here, the first one, second one below, it's exactly at the G level point, and we see that we already marking our position when XRP is going to take that liquid pool, and then we see some correction. For the moment, I'm not expecting to take those imbalances for now, because as we see, the market is moving to the upside. Finally has woken up. For now, I'm expecting XRP to go and take that liquidity pool over here, make a new all-time high over there, and then see some correction. As it is right now, my position is for long. I have sent it on the Discord also, and I'm taking profit all the way to the upside, as you must do. Do the same. When you see that a project that you have taken a position is going to the upside, as it goes to the upside, you're taking your profits, and then you can leave also the 30% to run as it going to the upside. And also we changing out the stop loss to the break even. So that's why it's a safety net, if I can say. We have to stay safe. Let's go on a weekly. There you go. As you see on the weekly, was squeezing in this triangle and then broke out. That's the liquidity I'm expecting for XRP. I think that's it for now for XRP. I'm really sorry, but my time is limited for today. Director, you here?
I'm here.
At least.
Yeah, I'm here.
You have to take over now again.
All right. Okay. Okay. So
my apologies, because I have to leave.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Okay.
So, okay. Thank you very much for the XRP update. Remember, guys, as John mentioned, that he marked all the liquidities, and he understands, and we all know that the price action goes from liquidity to liquidity.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, John. Thank you very much.
I will say for now, have a great day to all of you.
Have a great day.
And I will see you tomorrow on the next market update.
All right. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care. Have a good one. Right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the man. You heard General John. All the markings about XRP, the areas. Guys, XRP is claiming levels. As long as claiming levels, we just can push higher and higher. So that's it for XRP. So if you want to have a look on other altcoins, be my guest and let me know. Let me have a look what is going on in overall of the true utility tokens. I have a list of true utility tokens. Let's go on a higher time frame. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Matic, that no one speaks about Matic. Okay, and this is at 12 hours, and we can see that since the 20th of June, it's pushing towards the upside. Okay, we had a major run. It came back, recovery, but still continued to the upside. So yeah, Matic hasn't reversed yet. Okay, you can see that Matic was in a major down drone. A very strong trend to the downside. We found, let's say, common grounds like a support. Okay, and the question is, are we going to see Matic turning around? So you need to break structure yet for Matic. Okay, let's have a look on DOT. DOT, you can see that is turning around as well. Look at that. This is 12 hours. I can go to 90 minutes. There it is. You can see that all the altcoins, the old altcoins, are pushing to the upside, right? So we have an uptrend on DOT, uptrend on NIA. Look at that, NIA is pushing, right? This is the 90-minute time frame. Again, around the 20th of June, it was the time that we had a flash to the downside, and since then we're going up and up and up. Okay, so this is the proof that tokens, altcoins are on the move. Look at that link. Okay, it's on the move to the upside. Okay, AVAX, look at that. We have our key levels. We dropped all the way from 22 that all the way down to 15, and then since then he never looked back. I can expand these G levels. That's not a problem. There it is. Let me bring this guy a bit further closer. Let's do this 350. Even more. There it is. And we can see that on the 90 minute, you can see that he's claiming G levels. Now it's on the major level, 2281. It's a solid line. Let's see what AVAX is going to do. Okay, looking very promising. AVAX since 15 is on the move to the upside. We know about ETH. Let's have a look in Solana. There it is. Solana is moving above 150. Remember that we had an area of 155. It broke out. Okay, BNB 720. That is a beast. I'm long. I used to be long, not now anymore, but I used to be long on BNB since $219. Just before, way before CZ resigned. There we have it. Still looking good. BNB 720. Look at that. ADA. You can see that even ADA is moving to the upside. Right, obviously Bitcoin, we have IMX, strong push to the upside. Theta, strong push to the upside. Algo, very strong push to the upside. ARB, Arbitrum, very strong to the upside. Atom, push to the upside. CRO, Kronos, push to the upside. ICP, push to the upside. RV, strong push to the upside. Now, Maker, MKR, is kind of going sideways. It's in accumulation zone. And Sonic Phantom, look at that. Even if I extend the G levels, you can see that it's claiming levels. Right? Look at that. It's claiming levels. I can change the extensions if you wish to see what happened down here. So you have extension number 2, or I can do yeah, let me clone. Let me reverse that a little bit, just for 1 second. Just reverse is the easiest way. and you can see that after the green line, it went all the way down to 50% breakdown, then turn around, and now it's claiming it's breaking structure, it's trying to turn around and reversing. So yeah, you can see that the G levels are playing out for you. Okay, so yep, even Sonic Fandom, the previous Fandom, is moving to the upside, is pushing to the upside. Other tokens like Mana is pushing, ZRX is pushing, Sand is pushing, Ape kind of, but it's there. ENJ pushing to the upside, Jupiter is pushing to the upside, Ethereum is pushing to the upside, Audio is pushing to the upside, Gala is pushing to the upside. So yeah, guys, the whole crypto space, like the altcoins, are pushing to the upside. Right, okay. Let me have a look a little bit on our Solana. Let's have a look a little bit in Solana, what Solana is doing. VIX is looking very good. We are still in the green, so the market, there's no fear in the market, still going quite well. Hype, zoom out a little bit. This is a 5 minutes, so let me zoom out. The hype, we're monitoring that area down here. Okay, and you can see that high push all the way up. Tesla is reversing as well, turning around, pushing to the upside, claiming levels, claim 299 and now claim 317. A lot of people are talking about Tesla, that is a major company that is going to invest a lot of AI, so a lot of people have big faith on Tesla. Quantum, it broke out the focus area, pushing to the up, but failed to claim 115, but it's very close to do so once again. Floki, that was the area that we're monitoring. We said that if we're going to break that yellow line, okay, which is a key level for us, a V shape, okay, so breaking the yellow line, we're going to see Floki move, and then obviously Floki moved. Okay, look at that. So that's it for us today, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to keep you very long. I just want to give you an update, just to say hi. Just to let you understand that, key levels are the G levels, like, the GFib, the G levels are your primary tool, a very strong tool, and then you need to sharpen your decision making upon these G levels. Okay, 90 minutes, and then you go down to 15 is absolutely fine. Okay, you can see what's happening on the 15. All right, look at that. Bitcoin trying to break above 122, it fell, came down, and losing G levels. Once you lose G levels, you understand even here that you got rejected, right? That was your close area for you to focus, a bounce, push to the upside, you came down and you start breaking structure. And not only that, price action came under that low and it got rejected twice. Okay, so you had a double top. Let me do this with a straight line so you can understand that we had a top. I don't want to do this with a red line, so let's do this with a lovely golden line. So there you have it. Okay, that was your support, that was a rejection, that was another rejection, that was the confirmation on the 50 minute that you're losing that G level, and there's no sign of reclaiming, and since then it's going down. Okay, a little bit of correction and still continue to go to the downside. You just follow the G levels. Okay, just follow the G levels. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone is very excited with Bitcoin that moved all the way up to 122. We hope that we're going to see Bitcoin stabilize in the area, okay, and let ETH run and alts to follow. And this is the 3-month window after June, right? July, August, September is the 3-month window that I can give before the end of the market. Now, there's a lot of people are very excited and they say that 122 is nothing, you can go up to 300. I'm not sure. Okay, I am not sure. I'm going towards the theory that I want to see the cycle run of the average of Bitcoin. So far, since the day that start moving as existence on Bitcoin, we've seen that it has an average of 4.5 6-month candle duration from the bottom of the market to the top of the market. Okay, so my key level was 122. Okay, that was my target. We reached that target. Now, are we going to see Bitcoin crashing? Are we going to see Bitcoin hovering, like trying to accumulate in these areas? Are we going to see Bitcoin breaking that 122 and keep going to the upside? I don't know. Maybe, perhaps. Okay, I've got my next G level already planned, 135.9. Okay, so if we want to go higher, we got the next key level, and all we have to do is break it down, have another breakdown between 135 and 122, and we're going to be fine. So that's it for now. Okay, our target was 122. We hit that target. Since it's coming down, it's good to see that it retested 115. Okay, you can see how, let's say, it had a strong force to the downside, and you can understand this. Okay, and look at that when we're monitoring this area, and look at that, it went all the way down, took out that liquidity, right? This accumulation, it took out this liquidity and it's pushing to the upside, creating a lower high, and then it's coming back. And the question is, are we going to see, this is the area that you want to monitor. Okay, are we going to claim 119 or are we going to lose 117? Okay, and that is your next level of focus for the time being. Okay, so that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, thank you once again that you came and see the market update. Very exciting times for Bitcoin. Let's hope that, let me go to the others. We have a new all-time high from T1, and let's hope that that chart here, others against Bitcoin, that is going to still print. Okay, you can go down to 90 minutes, have a better definition, and see what's going to happen. Are we going to break the next G level of 12? Okay, or dot 122, so to say. So there it is. Okay, this is kind of your altcoin season index, right? That chart, as long as it's bringing to the upside, it means that the altcoins are running. Okay, overperforming Bitcoin right now. So the alts are overperforming Bitcoin. The same thing with Ethereum. Okay, that's your Ethereum over here. There it is. Okay, we just marked our G levels. There it is. Okay, it broke the next smaller breakdown, push to the upside. It's going to come back, trying to retest it, and then continue. And also the next strongest chart is your Ethereum against Bitcoin. Right, the performance between Ethereum and Bitcoin, and you can see that Ethereum is running. Right, so now you understand that Ethereum is overperforming Bitcoin. Right, that chart is bringing to the upside. There it is. Now, do you want to have a breakdown? You're more than welcome. Have a breakdown, and that will give you a better, closer view of the your smaller checkpoints. Okay, yeah, you can have a checkpoint, break this down a little bit. Okay, and then you have it. Okay, resistance, support, and pushing to the upside. You can do this with dust lines, just to remind you that this is a breakdown. There it is. Okay, follow that and everything should be okay. Right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for today. Thank you very much. Much love. We're going to see you tomorrow, okay, on the next market update. Until then, be safe, take care. Make sure you make the right decisions with your timing and your G levels. Okay, the two main valuables for you, like valuable as an asset of your trading. Okay, the two variables and two valuable things that you need to anchor on is your G levels and your timing. Okay, everyone has a different timing. So your time zone, the time you wake up and the time you have free time on your charts for you to do your own business, you need to charge upon your timing and according to your G levels what the price action is doing. Okay, the key here is make the right decisions according to your timing and according to your G levels. Having those two is going to be, great. You're going to have a great career. I'm going to say it that way. You're going to have a great business. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, Johnny. Welcome, Stelios. Kalispera over there. Good afternoon. Good evening, so shall I say. And yeah, so let's catch up inside Discord. All right? I'll see you later. Take care. Have a good one. And remember, every day is a good day. Every day.